What's up, guys? Stevie Diamond Hands, Trading System Simplified. It is that time of the week again. Time to show you guys the top setups I am watching for the week. And as always, if you enjoy these videos, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more. Let's dive into it. So, as always, first thing I'm looking at, my personal bread and butter, SPY. Now, I'm trying not to have a directional bias, but considering Friday, it's kind of hard. We had this huge bullish engulfing candle on really good volume. So the levels I'm personally watching for the week is this 432 level. Now, if we can get above this 432, we have room into 434, which was previously rejected at this trend line. If we can get above that, we have room into 436. If we break this trend line. Now, guys, last week we had a really harsh rejection after we came back up and retested this trend line. So we need to clear that to get to the 436 area. If we could get to this 436 and fill this gap, we have room into 438. Now, that is a bullish game plan, but I'm gonna trade based on price action and volume. I'm not married to my game plan by any means. So, if we fail this 432 area, we have room down back into 430 and then potentially 428 all the way down to 426. Okay, so that could be a potential day trade plan if we fail this level. Now, if we do eat up this entire candle and make a move back down, we could certainly see 420. If that doesn't hold, we have room down into this 417.66 and potentially 416 to 415.60. Next on our list is META. I personally really like this setup on META, and the reason being is we have been consolidating in this flag for a few months now, and it wasn't really manageable to trade. Me and the team did catch some excellent trades off the 300 and the 304 and the 306 level, but it was tough to trade. Now that we have some bullish continuation outside of this pattern, I'm personally looking for a break above this 318.5 for continuation into 324. Now, are we going to see that right away? We could. It's certainly possible. But if we don't, I'm expecting some pullback either into this previous highs here at 313 or as low as 310. Okay, if we fail 310, we have plenty of room back down to this 307 and 305 area, where we probably will have the highest probability of a bounce because we have a trend line cross with a major level. Okay, if we fail this 305, we have plenty of room back down into 300, potentially 297, all the way down to 294. But again, my bullish bias here is telling me we pull back slightly into these previous highs and we make a move into this 318.5. Now, obviously, based on price action and volume, I would like to see a pullback before we continue higher. We did create a huge imbalance on this day. So there are a few areas we can look for to potentially pull back to. And what we're seeing here is we do have confluence at this like 307, 306 area. So it's certainly possible to pull back there. Ideally, this is the area I want to hold. I know it's a wide area. We can make plays off of either one of these levels. But I'm bullish above 305, ideally. I'm bullish above 305, and then under 305, I'm pretty bearish at that point, at least until the 300 level. Now, as far as Tesla's concerned, it's not my favorite setup, right? So if you look at it here, we did bounce this major trend line here, a couple days ago, but we do have a few more trend lines I want to take a look at. And ideally, it's this one that we bounced here. We broke out of it, bounced. We could retrace back to this 256 again for another move up. But ideally, if we hold this 260 to 262, we have room into 265.40 and then 268.24. Now, I would really like to break up above this area before I say, okay, I'm looking to move into 265. If we break back below 260, we have room down here into 256.4 and then ideally 253. And I'm not super bearish until we break this 251 level. If we break this 251 level, fail this trend line one more time, we have plenty of room down into 246 and 242. That would be a really nice downside play on Tesla. Next on our watch list and final watch is Apple. Now, Apple's proven to be pretty strong these last couple days. So ideally, I'm looking to hold above this 177 for a move up into 179. And if we could get above 180.2, we can fill the gap into 181.5. Now, for me to be a little bit more bearish on Apple, I personally think we need to be under this like 174 level, right? If we're under 174, we have room into 172.85 and potentially down into this 170 level, which has been a pretty strong hold the past 3 or 4 days. But under 170, we have plenty of room down into 167. Now, remember, guys, Apple tends to move in $2 to $3 increments. So if you have too many levels, just be aware and say, listen, I know Apple moves $2 to $3. I could get rid of a few of these price targets because we do trade a level-to-level system, but we also need to base that system on the personality of the stock, right? So why do I have more levels on SPY? Well, SPY moves $3 to $5 or $2 to $5 unless we have data. Data, we tend to range anywhere from 5 to 7, right? But typically on an average day, Apple tends to move $3. So if you feel like you have too many levels, just remember that. And as always, if you guys enjoy this education, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you don't follow us already, we are on Instagram and I post my day trading levels every morning for SPY. It is at Stevie_Diamond Hands, and give us a follow if you guys want to, see the daily levels that we're trading on the S&P 500. Who knows? You can make some sick money. Our game plans have been hitting back to back. We've had a really fortunate week last week, and I'm hoping to continue that into this week. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.